Hello and welcome to another ENS website training video for Zensil websites. Today we're going to be having a quick look at the source box and what that actually means when you're trying to add and edit content to your window. So basically, when you use the source box, you must first select the change text window. Let's select change text. This opens up our text editor. So the source box can be found the second box in next to the buy button. So by selecting the source box, that will display your content as it is written in the code. Now often you may want to embed actual code onto your website. For instance, if you wanted to add a YouTube video, a Google map, or any sort of widgets from your internet. This means that you need to find the source code for that and then embed it within your site. So all these different applications like YouTube and Google Maps, they will provide you with the actual embedded source code, and you just place it into this source edit window of your Zensil website. So let's take a quick look at what's available on the source window. Note that all we have in our edit window is a paragraph with a header, and the header is a different color to our actual paragraph. So let's see how this looks in the actual code. So we can see here that you're faced with a few different options to what we have on the actual edit window. Along here we have the font size and the font color of the header. So these won't be things that will be affecting you. All that we'll be using the source window for is adding stuff like YouTube videos and Google Maps. But I just want you to understand how to place things within this source window. So having a look, we can see that this is the header here, and these are the different properties that we've already applied to it, such as the color and the size and the font family. Here we can see where we have the actual paragraph underneath and the different editing stuff for it here. BR simply is a coding term for putting spacing between your different texting areas. So let's move back to our edit window, select cancel. Let's copy and paste this code here and place it underneath the paragraph. And let's see how that looks on our edit window if we move into source. Now we can see that all the coding has duplicated itself. We can see once more this is where our paragraph is, and this is where it sits on the source window. So let's look at putting something in between these two here and how it's going to appear, and if we can find it easily when we move to the source window. Select cancel. So let's just simply type hello world. And now I've preset the settings, so I'm going to have it appear as extra large. I'm going to have the color to be green. I'm going to type in hello world. WORLD, hello world. Let's move into the source window. Here we can see, if we can find hello world, it's going to be replaced here. So keep in mind when you add things to your source window that it's going to sometimes be pushed everything together, so you're going to have a look around and find content within this actual window. I often use the hello world symbol, so when you're adding things like YouTube videos or Google Maps or tables, you'll be able to find where the actual space is by typing in these words here. Let's select cancel. Let's move out of this. Let's delete all this content. Let's save it. So we're just brought back to the publishing editing window. So anytime you want to add source content to that, you can simply use that source box. And every time we add some source content, I'll go through that quickly with you so that you can understand how it's affecting your layout. Thank you for tuning in. I hope to hear from you again in another ENS Zensil training video.